Hi guys, this is Oracle Daphne, and I am doing the August horoscope reading for Taurus. Everybody that's got either a Taurus sun, moon, or ascendant. I am a Capricorn ascendant with Aquarius sun and moon, which is quite interesting. But anyways, on other notes, so for Taurus, let's see what we've got for you. Just bear with me here. I really want to shuffle this deck so well that it's okay, this is the end of August for Taurus, and this is quite an intense reading, so hold on to your seat, okay? Basically, the first card is this very sad swan, okay? It's a Three of Swords, all right? And it's everything that this card looks like. You know, this swan looks like she's in pain, you know, or he's in pain because, you know, he's just been attacked and killed and hurt. So think about that. I mean, this Taurus, you know, your heart is breaking. You know, you're hurt by something that's happened, something traumatic, something terrible has happened. This is to you personally. So this is not about people around you. This is about your kind of inner feelings. This is your heart. This is, you know, your deepest maybe desires, even dreams, you know, kind of breaking, you know, feeling just hurt over something, over this loss. And that's where you're at right now. So I'm going to continue on with the reading. I'm not going to talk too much more about that because that pretty much speaks for itself. But I'm sorry to hear that, and you know, I send you lots of love, and remember that your angels and guides are around you, and you know, I'm sorry, I'm getting emotional about this. I feel like someone that's passed away recently is around you, and if this happens to me sometimes, just bear with me. I'm very emotional sometimes, and I feel very much that somebody from, you know, from kind of the other side is you know, sending you their love, and that you're surrounded, and that they don't want to see you hurt, and they see that you're in a lot of pain, and you know, they're sorry, you know, for your loss, and they're there for you. So you need to call them, and call on them, I should say, call on them, and pray when you pray. You know, think about them. The thing that's crossing you right now is you're basically at a standoff. I call this the OK Corral card, which livens it up a little bit, but not too much. You know, I make a joke out of it because it's like, in my mind, it's, you know, Clint Eastwood and the other guy. You know, they're about to pull their, you know, and they're just staring each other down. So it feels like some heavy duty stuff is going on, you know, in your life, you know, or is going to be going on in your life at the end of August, and you guys just are going through a lot, and this is, you know, this is the type of thing where you get into a fight with somebody, and you don't talk. That other person shuts you out, and they don't come back for a long time, if ever. Or you get into an argument with a family member over a difference of opinion, and you can't see eye to eye. You cannot agree, no matter what. You cannot agree. It's just that way. And you want to make things better so badly. You want to make things better, but in a way you can't. It's just, you guys need to. It's like a timeout, you know. And the thing is, sometimes family members are so alike that they'll do the same thing. The mother and the son won't talk. The mother will want the son to apologize. The son will want the mother to apologize. And guess what? Nothing happens and nobody moves. It's a chess game where nobody moves their pieces. Somebody's got to be offense. Somebody's got to be defense. You can't both be defense in a relationship. It doesn't work. And my counsel is take some time away. But if there's an opportunity to become not offensive in a bad way, but to move one of your pieces and say, hey, can we talk about this? Can we come to an understanding? I love you. I want to make this work. Whatever you need to say to put yourself out there. And it may be hard because it may be over something, this loss. It may be this person hurt you so badly that you don't want to talk to them again. Maybe it's over for you. And maybe they've gone away and you don't want to ever see them again. You're so upset. Could be. That's kind of what I'm feeling. I don't know. So the foundation card is, it's interesting. It's for you. It's hanging in there no matter what. The Hanged Man. And I like the Hanged Man because the Hanged Man, there's a Hanged Man in all of us. You know, I call it, in a way, strapping ourselves in for the ride, you know, because life's a roller coaster. We just strap ourselves in, click, and away we go, you know. But the Hangman it's a beautiful thing because he's resigned himself to wait, to have like inner strength, to have that inner strength, that inner confidence that he knows it's going to turn out okay if he is strong. He has to be strong. So he does it himself. And he does it alone. And he goes to the tree. He says to the tree, what do I need to do to make things better in my life? And the tree says, hang on. You'll be all right. Just hang on to my branch and you'll be all right. And that's how I see the Hanged Man. I have kind of crazy ideas. This is why I'm doing these videos, so you guys can laugh at me because these are all crazy videos. But you know, I've been meaning to do this for a long time, so it's kind of like an art experiment for me. You know, we got this card earlier a couple times. This is what's in the past, and you know, I have to say, this is the Miser. And this is the person that has a difficult time spending money, letting go of their money, giving money. It's also the person that has a difficult time giving of themselves to other people. This is what's in the past. You know, maybe you were in a relationship with someone that you could not see financially eye to eye on. You know, or maybe you yourself need to be more giving, need to be more loving. Tauruses have a really bad reputation of hanging on to that because they're really good at practical things. They're really good savers. They know how to save their money. They know how to be efficient with the toilet paper. I mean, these guys know how to go to Costco and turn 10 things of paper towels, make 10 things of paper towels last for 10 years. These guys, they just know how to do it. They're that practical. But on the other hand, because of their practicality, all the things, in a way, they see giving as being impractical. Because if they give to somebody, well then their bank account is that $10 less. And that $10 could buy them that 10 rolls of toilet paper that would last them 10 years. So it's sort of like this thing with Taurus. They have to just let the practicality go and think, okay, this is something to meditate on. Everything you give, whether it's a penny, a quarter, $100 bill, whether it's your time or whether it's your counsel, or whether it's an ear to listen to somebody when they call you, or whether it's just, but I feel like it's more physical in this way. I feel like it's more monetary, it's more physical, where the counsel is be giving. Give your money to other people who need it. Because there are people that are very, in this country, I'm living in America right now, so I'm going to speak to the Americans here. In this country, there are people that need help. They need a lot of help. And, if you've got $500,000 and you think you need more, and there's nothing that you could do to help anybody else, or if somebody else calls you up and they say, they can't pay their bills, their son is sick, their car broke down, and you don't help them, that's being the miser. Because that's an opportunity for you to do something, to pay one of their bills, to pay one of their medical bills. And maybe you don't see it as being your place to do so, but it is a way to help. And if an opportunity comes up, but I feel like almost more, you need to look for the opportunities. Don't wait for the opportunities to come to you. Go out of your way to make somebody else's life better. Somebody who's not as practical as you. Somebody who hasn't saved because maybe they couldn't afford to save. A lot of people live paycheck to paycheck. So it's, that's how it is. So I'm not lecturing to you. This is just my opinion. This is my horoscope for the end of August. I see that in the past, maybe Taurus, you weren't as giving as you should be. So at the end of August, this is something to consider for you. And I love Tauruses. They're sweet, gentle souls. They make the best dinners. So I'm not coming down on you guys. I promise this. But there's a lot of greed out there. And this is why I'm going on about this. There's a lot of greed in our culture, in our world consciousness, just on a global scale. There's a lot of greed. And I just think that the way to sort of remedy that is by giving what we can to others as much as we can. Doing what we can for others. Just go out of your way to do something. Do something. Show up at somebody's house with a bag of groceries. Just go for it. Why not? If you know that they're struggling, just do it. And the thing is, you will be rewarded. Everything you give out comes back to you 3 times over. That's the rule. That's the law. Okay? So it will come back to you. And don't do it because it'll come back to you. Do it because it'll help you grow. And it is the right thing to do. Okay, moving on. So, what is crowning you, or what you could be going through, like, at this moment, is this fear card, Obviously, we were talking earlier about this pain and suffering, the path that you're on. Something has really hurt you recently, and now you're just afraid. You're afraid that you're going to get hurt. You're afraid to move forward. This is the agoraphobic person. This is the commitment phobe. Okay, this is the guy that'll date until he's 105 because he's scared of getting hurt by that one girlfriend that hurt him, like, back in 5th grade. Okay, this is the person. This is that person. Okay, and this is not gonna be a guy. This could be a girl. Okay, this could be someone who's just afraid of getting back out there. Or she's afraid of getting hurt. She's afraid of the future, of what. Look at all that stuff that's going around her head. All that stuff's going around her head. She's going around and around in her head. She's thinking to herself, well, if I do that, well, then this is what's going to happen, and then this is what's going to happen, and then I can't do that, and then, oh my gosh, and then I can't, it's just around and around. No. Like, take a break. Think positively. Think the blue sky. Think there's no clouds. It's a clear blue sky. The world is your oyster. What are you going to do with it? But if you need to see a counselor, I'm always big on counseling. If you've been hurt, the best thing, but they say the best thing to do is actually get back out there. But if you've been hurt, and you're having a hard time getting over it, for whatever it is, seek out counseling. There's counselors on a sliding fee scale. I went to this one counselor, and I think it was in Seattle somewhere. She was like $60. They're not all $200, $300. They're just not. So see if you can find somebody like that. If you want to talk to me, I'm happy to do a private reading for you. But in general, there's lots of options. You are not alone, and there's no reason to feel that afraid, or to let it get to you. I mean, obviously you can't help your feelings, but to let it get to you, so you can't move forward, because life is about moving forward, about living your life every single day as much as you can, because it's just not that long. And then so what's around the corner is actually, I talked about this card in one of my other videos. It's the girls' night out card. That's how I see it. It's the girls that go to Vegas card. The girls go out with their friends. This is the Sex and the City card. Samantha and Charlotte and Miranda and Carrie get together and they drink the night away. I mean, come on. This is the, if there was an advertisement for Cosmopolitan drinks, this would be it. Although I kind of see this as being tea too, or just nice, maybe like white wine or something like that. But this is girl time. This is also social time. So if you're a guy watching this, I said before one of my videos, it could be you're dating 3 women. You're dating away. You're whining and dining. You could be going out a lot, But if you're in the house and you haven't gone out, call up your girlfriends. Call up your sister. Call up the people, the females in your life, whether you're a guy or girl, and go out and have fun. And this represents happier times ahead. Good laugh. Go see Guardians of the Galaxy. It's a great movie. If it's still playing, go see it. Absolutely, it'll make you laugh. I laughed the whole way through. Your emotions. This is a really cool card. It's a drop of promise. It's the Ace of Cups, which is just the beginning, that one drop in the barrel. Think about it. It's like, you're in a desert, right? And it hasn't rained for so long. And the land is like cracked. It's cracking. It's so dry. Okay, you've got alligator skin. Okay, it's just bad. And all of a sudden, you feel like 1 or 2 drops, and there's more coming. It's not going to just be those 2 drops of rain. That there's dark clouds coming. That it's just going to downpour, and you're excited because the land needs it so badly, and you need it so badly. For your emotions, I think you need more emotional support. This could also be the beginning of a relationship where feelings are starting to form, so you could be starting to have feelings for somebody else. If there was a breakup, which the beginning cards kind of showed me that maybe there was a breakup, you could be going through a divorce. This is, where you have feelings for somebody else. And that's good, because the best way to get over somebody is to move on with somebody else. So, I feel like it's very positive for you, for your emotional state for this. And then what's coming in for you as far as energy coming in? I think of this as a Capricorn male. Okay, I wrote Capricorn specifically on this card. And if you don't know their, sign, you can look it up easily. Just, Google it, check it out online. Capricorns are like the end of December through like pretty much the end of January. And this is the Magician. This is the Magician, obviously. He's magical. He can do anything. He can, turn water into wine. Obviously, that's a crazy metaphor because nobody can do that right now in this day and age, as far as I know. But some people, maybe they can, and I haven't heard about it. I don't know. But this person, it's sort of a metaphor. Okay, it's that person that's capable of doing things and getting things done in a very unexpected way, like a great mechanic, someone who can just do things with their hands, a builder. I wrote a mover and a shaker. Somebody who's just going to change your life. That's going to come into your life, and they're going to change your life. Somebody who works with, just thinking light. So like a Reiki guy. Or somebody with crystals, or who works with crystals. I feel very strongly the Reiki influence, though, from this card right now. And they might not show who they really are, but they're going to be a great influence on you. So you might not be able to get them to know them on a personal level, but like on a professional level, it's like you'll be able to go, you'll be able to talk with them, and they'll be able to fix things for you. So get you kind of straightened out. Just whatever is going on in your life right now, there's going to be this unexpected sort of healing influence in your life, which will be very, very welcome, and you'll really like it. And if you haven't done Reiki, I strongly recommend it. It's energy work, it's healing work that can really just remove a lot of those dark clouds around you. And then we got the moving card. There's a card in my deck that's specifically the moving card, okay? And this girl is pointing at this castle in the sky. And I love this card, even though, to be honest, I have moved 16 times in my life, which is a lot, okay? Tauruses, you can really relate to this because you guys, you guys are actually the pillars of society. You guys tend to not move. So for you to imagine moving is even like really stressful. You don't like to change. You don't like to move. You don't like big changes. You like things to stay the same. But this is the moving card. And so you are going to be moving. But I think it's going to be great for you. This is a very positive card, especially in my deck. I mean, every deck is different, but my deck, this is a really positive card. It's the Seven of Cups. And basically you're going to be planning your trip, planning a journey. You may not be moving that far, but you're going to be planning this trip in a new direction, and it's going to be an adventure. And Tauruses like to plan and plot, and adventure is a little bit far out there for them. Don't take that personally. It's just you guys like to plan everything out. But in this instance, I think you're ready for a new direction. You're ready for a new adventure, and think big. I always say that. Think big, though. You're going to get the castle in the sky, So I think that's really good. It's going to be a great move for you, whatever you decide to do. And if you're not planning on moving, you may just be thinking about moving. And I think now is a great time because 2014 is kind of coming on the heels of, all these changes in 2013. And so it's sort of like the energy is sort of overlapping 2014. It's sort of like the after effects, all these really huge changes in 2013. It's like the shock waves, and that causes other things to happen, like a ripple effect. So you may be considering moving or just doing some, changing your life, going in a new direction, thinking bigger thoughts, maybe planning on buying a house because she's pointing at that castle in the sky. So you might be thinking about buying property, and it's definitely with somebody else because there's this man, it's the guy and the girl. So I think Taurus is, if you're married, this is you and your husband, okay? If you're not married, this is you and your future, husband or wife. And if you're not ever planning on getting married, this is your business partner, okay? Now the last card is kind of a tricky card. And I'm sad to show it to you because it is kind of a sad card. Just in general, it's not totally devastating, but it's this girl. She's just got her head in her arms, and she's just so sad and emotional And it's possible that the move or the changes that you're going through are causing you some sadness, because Tauruses don't, like I said, they don't like change and to move. Just because change for a Taurus, it's like somebody with post-traumatic stress syndrome. Change feels unsafe. So Tauruses, it's like emotionally unsafe. It's like it feels for them like it's just uncomfortable. It makes them emotional. It distresses them so much, and it stresses them out. And this girl, she's so sad, and she's just kind of depressed, and so she doesn't know how to handle all this grief. Um, but there are friends around her. There's like that little butterfly there. I don't know if you can see it. And there's this little critter. Not exactly what this little critter is exactly. It's like a lizard of some sort. And Tauruses like animals a lot. So your pets know what you're going through. They know that this is hard for you, that this may be a hard time for you, that all these changes might just feel so overwhelming that you're so just like you can't even handle it. And I'll tell you this. I had to move from Seattle to Chicago by myself. It took me 5 days to drive by myself. I went kind of a long route, and I cried. I cried a lot. It was a very difficult move, more than the other ones, I would say. Uh, in my most recent moves, I cried too. It's hard to move because it's exhausting and it's emotionally distressing. If you think about it, they say that dogs like to have things sort of set. They like the routine because it's psychologically disturbing. It's the same things for humans too. All that change that you have to adapt to, a lot of times, a lot of people can't handle it, which is why people stay in bad relationships for so long, including you, Taurus. You stay in relationships for way too long when it's no longer working for you, especially a Taurus moon. Taurus, sun and ascendant as well, but Taurus moon, okay? And you don't make the changes as quickly as maybe others do to your detriment, but it also is very difficult for you. And I'm sorry that if you're going through this. I send you much love, and I just can tell you that you will get through this, and the castle in the sky will be bigger and will be better, and it may be something unexpected that will come out of it, and you'll learn something. And every time you move, your energy grows. Your vibration gets better, higher. Increases your vibration. So just think all of that you're going to be getting when you do move. It'll be great. You're going to go through a period of time where you're going to feel like this girl, like nobody cares, nobody understands, but I understand, and there are others out there, your furry friends that love you very much, and I'm sure the people around you do too, and they haven't forgotten about you. So, all right, that's for Taurus. I send you lots of love, hugs and kisses, and I'll see you next month. All right, thanks.